Now I request our Vice Chancellor, Professor G.D. Yadav, to address the crowd, under whose leadership the dream of ICT moving beyond campus has come true.
My Guru, Param Guru, whom I bow before all of you, Padma Vibhushan Professor M.M. Sharma. Yeah. Let me repeat. Param Guru, Padma Vibhushan Professor M.M. Sharma, who is the chief guest for this inaugural function. My dear colleague and the very first director of this Marathwada campus Jalna, Professor Smita Lele, the Dean of Academic Program, Professor Pradeep Wavia, my fellow deans, the President of Chamber of Marathwada Industries and Agriculture, Sri Kotel, Sri Ashish Garde, many other dignitaries from the Industries Association, Jalna Industries Association, the Rotarians, Rotary Club members, our distinguished alumni, the parents of all the students who have gathered here, my fellow colleagues, my support staff, and my dear students. I'm going to give you a glimpse of what ICT means and what we are going to do here. So this is our Rasayan Devi, the goddess of chemicals. I created this Giri because I felt our profession was under attack by all sorts of people without understanding what chemical and allied industry does to society at large. And this poem was released on 27th of February 2012, and on 6th of March 2012 it was sung publicly. So welcome, and you will see that welcome having so many hands. So there are many stakeholders, right from students, alumni, support staff, faculty, parents, well-wishers, industries association, all on. We welcome you all on behalf of all these people. So, Swagatam. A grand milestone is being led today in the annals of ICT. And I must tell you something, and what we should do, this is a historical moment for ICT. After 85 years, will be 85 years completing on 1st of October 1933. So it is also a historical moment for government of Maharashtra. First time a government has allowed to go outside the jurisdiction and start a campus. So it is the first. So it's another milestone. The third milestone is for Marathwada, which has been, trying to have a best quality education and industrial hub here. So congratulations to people of Marathwada. Chamber of Marathwada Industries and Agriculture, who were responsible for this genesis of this Marathwada campus. In fact, way back, they went to the Chief Minister, apparently were disappointed that did not get IIM, and they said, we want ICT here, and that is how the history is. And one fine morning when the Chief Minister was in ICT for our convocation, he asked me on the dais, why don't you go to Marathwada? So I said, I sir need 400 crores, I need 200 acres, and my Chancellor Dr. Mashal was sitting next to me, and he said, yes, I'll do that. And today that momentous occasion has come. So the genesis is because of the efforts of this, CMIA, so I must thank them for bringing us here. And the responsibility doesn't end now, it begins here. So I'm going to make you commit something for me. Okay, so you just don't think. The UDCT Alumni Association, my student and who is the president of this association, GD Agarwal is here, our friend Ranjit Singh Gulat is here, Ashish Mantri is here, Manoj Pangarkar here, all others are here. So this is your day, my dear friends. Your mother is coming to your home now. Not only that, I must compliment the people of Jalna. They don't know what is this magic ICT. Now they have to bear with us. They have to help us in every walk of life. They must treat my students with respect and dignity. They must help them. So people of Jalna, here we are. Not only that, this is a momentous occasion for my Guru Padma Vibhushan Professor M. Sharma, during whose lifetime another campus is being inaugurated, and I am singularly lucky that my Guruji is here to bless body and soul on this particular occasion. We do not know how much he loves ICT. How much he loves ICT, although he has retired 21 years ago, he is still part of ICT. So sir, I bow before you and we need your blessings for this new journey into destiny. And I must say that this is a historical moment for the first female director of a branded institute in India. No IIT has appointed a female director till today. And I must add, with all modesty, it is not because she is a female she is appointed, because she is an accomplished scientist and technologist, chemical engineer, food technologist. Professor Smita Lele, I compliment you and I give you this baby to you so that you handle her the mother's way. And another reason for appointing her, when I asked her, she said, sir, why don't you appoint some youngster? I said, I want a motherly figure right now who can look after the kids. They are all new and their parents are looking forward to us, what we can do towards their destiny. So dear students, here is your new director. And for all of you, you should never forget this moment. We'll have a picture with the students. We'll have a picture with everybody. We'll hang those pictures here. They will be part of history. When history of ICT is written, I wrote history of ICT before, this picture will be very, very important because being the first student is always an honor. In 1934, on 4th of August, when our classes were opened in Royal Institute of Science, one of the two great gentlemen there were one Mr. Banerjee and another Professor N.R. Kamath, who became Deputy Director of IIT Bombay. He was our professor. We still say he is from our first batch. So some of you will have this credit. You can go out and say, we are founding students of this institute. Tell your friends and your relatives, you are lucky to be here. And I will tell you why you are lucky to be here. Ladies and gentlemen, it is personally for me, I am the eternal sevak of ICT. So for me, this is a great occasion. It is a great occasion. I was longing to have it. I have taken a lot of risks, I must tell you that. But I am sure there is no fun, greater fun than taking risk and proving the world wrong that you can do it. And we can do it together. A member of this audience is going to help me, and I will tell you how you are going to help me. Okay, so we must remember our journey, the mother, that is the Mumbai University. So we must be grateful to Mumbai University for giving birth to UDCT then, and because of that, so we shall never forget Mumbai University. Many people ask me, I said, we are separated from the mother. It does not mean mother doesn't belong to us. You may separate from your parents, make another house, but your parents are parents. So Mumbai University, I bow before you for giving birth to ICT. And I must remember the persons who did it. I must remember Sir Vitthal Chandavarkar, the first one, the Vice Chancellor who saw that UDCT was formed. Sir Vishweshwaraya, Kanayalal Munshi, Kapil Ram Vakil, and many others who were responsible for starting UDCT. And it was started with the help of industry. So history is being repeated. We are again doing the same thing. And Where did we establish it? We established in the Royal Institute of Science. For 10 years we there. So in Bijo Sheetal, Agarwal Saab, you are our Royal Institution. So if anything is lacking in these facilities, because I have to create research facilities for my colleagues. If I don't create research facilities, I will give them equipment. I will buy the best of the thing. If they are not doing research, they will be useless. So it is better that they are equipped and engaged all the time. So I need additional space. So Jalnawalas, you think where you can give me additional space so that the research activities start from January. Okay? We are giving some time for you. And so there are many doubts and questions by the students and parents. Some of these are, what is this ICT Mumbai? Some of you may not have heard of it. Is it like IIT? Those of you who have heard, they are very happy. Those who have not heard will be happier after listening to me. Is it like a brand, IIT? Is ICT a brand like IIT, NIT, ICERS, NICERS? And I will prove to you that we are more than a brand. And what you are going to do? So you will also ask this question, who are the alumni? Where are they? Are there any famous persons among the alumni? So I have to tell you who they are and what they are doing today. Then you will say, what is this new integrated MTech degree program? So I must tell you also about that, how it was conceived and why I think this is important. And what are the job prospects? You students will say, who will protect my interest? And where are the campus and hostel facilities for boys and girls? So the last question, I think we have provided hostel for boys and girls. And as soon as possible, we would like to start construction of our building. And that plan also I will tell you. So the first towards this glorious state is what? So I am offering you hearty congratulations on your sterling performance in the recent examination. Got admission to this program of choice. What is next? Is this the end of the world or it is just the beginning? So we have to see how we are going to do it. Maybe you are a star in your college, in your gully, in your society, in your taluka, district. But don't remain a star there. You have to land on earth and be realistic. The moment you think you are a smarter person, the person sitting next to you may be smarter than you. In a class of 60, somebody will be number 1, somebody will be number 60. It does not mean the number 60 is bad. It just happens like that. So do not ever get depressed. And you also learn the joy of studying together. So far, you have been studying in silos. You know, in some corner of the home, or your parents are putting you there and say, study. Pass the exam. In fact, some of them go mad. Right from 4th standard, they are taught about IIT exam. They burn their childhood. Forget about that. Now you cannot undo anything. You cannot get more marks than what you got. Forget about those marks. Whether you stood first or last doesn't matter. Now you are here. Are you going to make best use of these opportunities? So my challenge is, make best use of this opportunity. You are no less than a star to me. And I'm going to make you a star. So learn to work in groups, enjoy discussion with friends and professors. We are going to record all your lectures, so you can see them. The professor can see them. We will also, boom some lectures from Mumbai, or also from Bhubaneswar. You can enjoy it. And what we are going to do, because this is only 4-month program, you will have 6 days work. And Saturdays also we will do that. We cannot afford an alternate day, and I will tell you what it means to faculty and students. That also I am going to do. It is just the beginning, not the end, and you will be ICT's brand ambassadors. So the movement has started now. The moment you go out, you will have on your collar the ambassador of ICT. So you will behave like that. You will behave responsible in public. When you go to Jalna city or Aurangabad, you will be my brand ambassador. Do not misbehave. Do not misuse anything. Do not use bad language. Do not do anything. Do not use the electron. Electron never lies. If you do something with the electron, gone are you. So better be careful about all these things. So you are responsible for now is to be ambassadors of ICT throughout life. You have to defend the honor, dignity and reputation of ICT. and leaving to the expectation of parents and teachers. Your parents expect a lot from you. And being a good and responsible citizens of this great nation. So that starts today. These are our requirements from you. ICT has a great culture. So we are number 1 in India and 4 globally in publications in chemical engineering and technology. And this is according to the survey every year done by Professor George Sommerfeld of Georgia Institute of Technology. In fact, we beat all engineering branches in India. We beat all engineering branches in India. We have 9 undergraduate programs on the main campus, 18 postgraduate programs of 2 years which can be extended to 3 years, 29 PhD programs, 1 postgraduate diploma in chemical technology to make people entrepreneurs, and 1 certificate course in chemical safety and risk management. This is happening on the main campus. Here something different is happening, otherwise parents will come with a chitti from some minister recommendation, transfer my boy to Mumbai. Sorry, it is not going to happen. These are totally different courses. We have 699 PhD students on the main campus, 450 master students. However, this year the number is going up. We are already, admitted more than 325 students. I don't know the exact number because the admission is still going on. We have 1100 UG students, 360 undergraduate scholarships we give, ranging from 10,000 to 1 lakh rupees per student per annum. What is the criteria? Pass the examination. There is no other criteria. If you are poor, we will take care of you. Once institute, you are my student. It is my responsibility to see that your aspirations are fulfilled. Well, this year we broke a record. We gave 140 PhD degrees in the 7th convocation. We always receive more than 100 undergraduate summer fellows from across the country's IITs, NITs, universities, and private colleges. And our PhD ratio per faculty is the highest in the country. Okay, and our citations are also highest. So you can see Scopus recently, that's a database, they found that 4 faculty members of ICT are in top chemical engineering faculty in the country. In fact, they are top in all engineering branches, very interesting. And 2 in top, chemistry professors in top 20. This was on 20th March. So we have 4 fellows of INSA and other academies, including National Academy of Engineering, World Academy of Sciences, JC Bose fellows. We have 23 endowments, okay, 15 UGC faculty recharge, and when I advertised recently, I said faculty recharge come to us, and many have applied for transfer. Okay, Inspire fellows, many Inspire fellows applied. We have more than 180 applications who want to work with ICT, which is surprising. And why? No, but I'm not surprised, because we have treated them like faculty and given them PhDs. So they're very important. Ramanujan fellows, Langarim fellow, we have 49 visiting endowments. These endowments cater to the visiting faculty. So there is a scope for anyone among you who is charitable. Give money so that something can be started in your name, your family's name, your trust name. Nobody has taken money with him to the heaven. It all remains here. So it is better to help. My personal chair, R.T. Modi professorship, somebody donated. We don't know the family where it is, but the name is stuck forever. So your name will be stuck forever. If you have some noble soul, poor chap, we have, first 5 PhDs in engineering and technology came from ICT. 41, 42. It's very interesting. Last year we published 468 papers and 406 patents in last 10 years. We have 104 projects, industrial projects, more than 500 first generation entrepreneurs, 2 fellows of chemical engineers, 2 fellow chemical engineers are fellows of Royal Society of London. Professor William Sharma is one of them, among only 3 engineers in India. So another is our Chancellor, Dr. Ari Mashelkar. So we have established now a company, we call it 3I Technologies, where we are going to sell our technologies. And so this is another. We receive donation under corporate social responsibility, so it is again appeal to the industries. Think of us. We give 150% tax benefit under Section 35 for research. So if you have any research problem, come to us, we'll solve. I know there are many problems. and we have transferred many technologies. But remember, we are not just chemical technology. We do biological sciences, we do biological engineering, we do material sciences, we do energy sciences, and whatever called as green, nano, and bio. And so, since you may not have visited ICT, these are some of the pictures. You come to ICT, this is our grand view, this is portal of excellence, and we always say, Ano Bhadra Kritu Yanti Vishwata. Let the noble thought comes to us from all sides, from everywhere. So this is our Dhirubhai Ambani Hall of Fame for Chemical Technology. You can go and see what we do for society. In fact, we are organizing a tour to Mumbai Cent, okay? All the students remember that. We are going to organize a tour. And this is my office, all transparent. You can see nothing can be hidden from here. These are the KV auditorium. See like that. So this auditorium also, this will be our classroom. We'll have a recording system here. So we can see, we have built a studio in main building. So from there also we can, have lectures over here. This is our Pidilite Industries supported pavilion, which is synthetic turf. They gave 1.2 crore. This is the pavilion, how it looks like during night time. This is our Professor M.M. Sharma Library, Wealth of Knowledge for Creation of New Knowledge. This is our treasure. This is the knowledge. And so we have now added to this electronic sources. So our librarian may tell you that. So we will have access to all the things electronically. Okay, that is what we promise you. So being a dreamer and involving others in the dream is my job. So what is my dream? My dream is to be in top 100 universities in the world in next 10 years. How am I going to do that? Am I mad or what? We are declaring such difficult job, but nothing is impossible. When the Wright brothers, when Lord Kelvin said that objects which are heavier than air 1,000 times cannot fly in the air, and within 8 years Wright brothers flew in the air. So nothing is, how am I going to do that? So for that I will have 500 faculties, top class faculty members, and 5,000 plus students on all 3 campuses. And we will create job providers instead of job seekers. We'll have startup companies. So some of you, when you graduate, you should have your startup company. Remember that, what I said today. So, who studied here and what they did? Another question. Now, if you come to ICT, this picture you will see on the, on the window pane as you go up first floor. But what does it mean? Mark each and every word in this poster. I myself created this poster. The rich, the poor, the privileged, the marginal, the underprivileged, they studied here. They made it big. Do not ask how to do it, do it. Underestimate not who you could be. Think big, dream big, do not dismiss your dreams. To be without dreams is to be without hopes, and to be without hopes is to be without purpose. So never dismiss your dreams. You could be one of the stars whose pictures I'm going to show you now. So you can see these are our distinguished alumni. Okay, the list is very long. You can see it because my slides will be available. You can read Professor Sharma, the very first distinguished alumnus here, when we honored him, Dr. Mashelkar, Dr. Ramarao, Setna, and all others. There are many others. You see, all these people are our distinguished alumnus. Many of them. Now this number is more than 130. And so we also honored our superstars in 2012. You will see Mukesh Ambani here. Okay? He is our student. Anji Reddy is our student. And we are talking about Geo. Geo is going to do work for us here. And also Bhubaneswar campus. Geo is all managed by chemical engineers. Perhaps you do not know this. So do not think that Geo is just brainchild of some other fellows. It is our job. And these 6 gentlemen have served on my board. And currently among this, Nikhil Meswani and Madhukar Parekh of Pidilite Industries, CMD, they are my current members of the board. And so this is our board of governors. You can see that from inside there are only 5. From outside the rest, so S.M. Mokashi, former MD of Title, Nikhil Meswani, Executive Director of Reliance, C.V. Dogri, ex-chairman of Aarti Group, M.B. Parekh, chairman of Pidilite. There is a chancellor's nominee, that is Srimati Sandra Shah, who is a vice chairman of UPL. The industry's nominee is U. Shekhar, chairman of Galaxy. Director of IIT Bombay, Professor Devang Khakar is also our member. And the government of Maharashtra's nominee is Sri Sitaram Kunte IAS, who was additional chief secretary until he changed his portfolio. So, what are we going to do here? So, look at this expansion and off-centers development. There are two important things. One is, apart from this, so this Marathwada campus was inaugurated on 4th May, and we had the foundation laying stone ceremony at the hands of the Chief Minister and in the august presence of Sri Raosaheb Danve, the President of Maharashtra BJP, the Mr. Baban Rao, who is the Lonika, who is the Guardian Minister, and Sri Arjun Khotkar, and many other dignitaries. The Indian Oil Corporation also will support this Bhubaneswar campus, which was inaugurated on March 18 by the President of India. So we did this in IIT Bhubaneswar campus, but IIT Kharagpur is giving their campus to us. And IIT Kharagpur is going to join the Research and Innovation Center programs in the integrated, executive integrated program, and we will create centers of excellence in research and innovation spread on all 3 campuses. Okay, so these are the programs which I mentioned to you. Apart from that, we will also have skill development programs, and they will be done with the help of local industry. So ICL will provide some add-on diploma in skills and experts by giving some lectures in certificate courses between 3 and 6 months for refinery, petrochemical, polymer, textiles, fiber processing, food processing materials and whatnot. So this will be done. And this program has minor component, and we will be starting this minor because these are all related to ICT's technology. And the program is like this. So there is a lecture term and there is a work term. In the lecture term, the first trimester which you are starting now, there are 2 batches, batch A and batch B, which is 30 students each. They are together. They will learn the basics. And I will tell you what basics we are going to teach them. They will be learning a lot of instrumental methods of analysis. They are not going to titrate sodium hydroxide HCl. Gone are the days now. You will learn very good instrumental facilities because you have to go to industry. You will learn good programming. You will learn just not C++. You will learn Python. You will learn R. You will learn MATLAB and other things. And apart from that, so next term in January, batch B will still remain in the class, and batch A will go to industry. And this batch will be of 30 students. So I have to place this batch of 30 students in industry. To start with, we'll use local industry, but these students can be placed anywhere in the world, across India. And the industries must give them internship, some stipend, so that they also know the joy of earning on their own. Their confidence will be boosted, they will never be depressed. And when they come back to the school, I call school, okay, when they come back to the school, they will ask penetrating questions to the professors. The professors will be always on their toes. That is the beauty of this integrated program. So like that, so you are alternating. You will meet your classmates today, the 30, only in the term 14 and 15, last 2 terms. And what are you going to do that? During that time, you will work on a project which will lead to startup company. And that project will be a design project. Already we have done a lot of experiments in the laboratory, our masters and PhD students. So you have to just repeat the experiments. You chose your own capacity. You do market survey. We are going to teach you rudiments in that term, including entrepreneurship skills, environment, management. All those courses will be during that 2 terms. And when you go out, you want to get a job, go and get a job. You want to start a company, or you want to go for PhD, you can do anything out of that. So that is the beauty of this program. Okay, so what we are going to do is, so this is called, so our director needs assistantship. She alone cannot do everything here. So the campus director, this is the advisory committee, local, The president of UA Marathwada chapter will be a member of this committee. President of CMIA, this is by designation so that even somebody changes hands, we have that. And then president of CMIA, president of Jalna Industries Association. Then Jalna collector will be a member, we need the collector all the time. Jalna municipal chief engineer is required. In Mumbai, I have Mumbai municipality chief engineer as a member of my committee. The president of Rotary Club of Jalna, is he here somewhere? Rotary Club president? Okay, you are representing, so you are going to mentor my students. Thank you very much. So give me a big hand. And Joint Director DT Aurangabad region, we need the government man. I will have two nominees, okay, on this local advisory committee, and they are here. Manoj Pangar there and Ashish Mantri, they are my nominees. And one senior faculty member from the campus will be another member. So in the absence of director, that person will do that. And remember, the committee will meet every month on the last Saturday. And that Saturday also we will have a lecture by somebody, some eminent person coming to the campus and giving lecture to the students and interacting. So we are planning all these things for your benefit. Okay, then the mentorship, alumni and industries from local area and professors will be responsible for the mentorship. UDCT Alumni Association, Marathwada chapter and members of CMIA will mentor students at Jalna, and we will have a Saturday speaker series. So people must come here on Saturdays. It's like Rotary Club has that some program. Ours is the new Rotary, okay? So you come and give lectures and talk to my students. And what will be the activities here apart from this? We will establish centers of excellence from the total 32 we plan for all three campuses. We have to create PhD fellowships through industry, the Prime Minister's fellowship. In fact, ICT has large number of Prime Minister's fellowships now. So we'd like to create, if you give money, Prime Minister, another 50% comes from Prime Minister's fund through CII. And we can share IPR with you for sponsoring research. There is a tax benefit under section 35. Now you get 150%, but it's a lot of money. We will also help Sikh industries to make them profitable. Then we have a formula of sharing the profit, okay? And we will have internship and signing of MOUs with all local industries. This is required because at a time in future, when we go to the 5th year, 150 students from this campus will be in industry and 150 from Bhubaneswar. 300 students will always be there in industry at a given time. This has not happened anywhere in India. So remember, this is a new program. And so we will have this executive MTech program. So those executives who want to be managing directors, technical directors, those having 8 years experience can come to our ICT. Again, it is 4 month alternate. 1 term in ICT, 1 term in industry, and there is a rejoinder to that, rider. That is from this program. Okay, in his own industry, and ensure that the student gets adequate training. This is 6th trimester, alternate term in parental organization, choice of guidance, subject of research relevant to that industry. Then at least 2 interns from integrated must to be mentored by the executive during off-campus term. Research and coursework to begin in the 1st semester, off-campus work to be relevant to critical analysis of research work and seminar and thesis. And so these are some of the executive MTech programs. Research on innovative methodology, engineering and law, sustainability, ethics and industrial practices, chemical safety and risk management, intellectual property rights, valuation and management, environmental protection and law, materials management, perspective of global industry, finance and profit management, electives specific to the industry of the candidate, and examination patterns on continuous assessment and home-based. In your case also, 75% will be continuous assessment. Only 25% will be the last trimester exam, end semester, end trimester term exam. And so then internship means what? You will say after 4 months what job I'm going to get. So I will tell you the rule. So what sort of job after 12th you can get, and with 4 years term in ICT? Which industries can take them, and the syllabus in first and second trimester is totally new. All instrumental methods of analysis, chemistry, physics. We will be also introducing you to chemical engineering and chemical industry in the first trimester, so that when you go to industry, you know all industries, what type of industry, right from refineries, oils, foods, pharmaceutical to electronic industry. We are covering that portion. Then in engineering math are Python, MATLAB. We are also going to teach artificial intelligence and machine learning relevant to chemical and allied industry. So you are not going to miss anything. In fact, you will be very smart kids. And so when you go to industry, they will give you, all these things. So we will be signing MOUs with all industries apart from IOC in India, and all PSUs are signing. Stipend to be provided for all students by respective industry where the student is placed. It is a sort of earn and learn scheme. We will also have incubation center for startup companies. Some students can take up UG research internship in academia and research laboratories, including ICT main campus. And the alternate industry classroom teaching module is given, and I have already showed you about it. What type of industries for internship? So these are industries dealing with manufacture, analysis, R&D, programming. So everything under the ICMA, categories, they are included. So Ashish, remember this, okay? R&D, in-plant training, industries all over India, industries abroad, research institutions including ICT Mumbai campus, local industries, metal, steel, pharma, foods, automobile, polymer, information processing, programming, R&D units of government labs including CSR lab, and energy industry. So everybody is covered. It is not just we are dealing with chemicals. Chemical engineering is the most versatile species. Okay, among all engineers, chemical engineers are the smartest, I must tell you that. Because they do everything under the sun. You can do somebody else's job, they cannot do your job. So this is what is very interesting. And so connectivity with main campus and the two new campuses, all instrumental facilities are being created. 4-month exchange by faculty members from main campus faculty will come. We'll give them additional salary. They can bring their students also, enjoy 4 months, go back. Same will be exchanged with off-campus faculty. They can also go to main campus, study there. They can, and also there are 3 terms of 4 months in the year. So 2 work terms and 1 off term for the faculty member. So he is working on Saturdays also, I told you. That means he gets 4 months. And these 4 months he can go to industry, work, or he can do research, write innovation papers, or do write proposals. So faculty work only for 2 terms, 8 months and other 4 terms. So that actually compensates for whatever, because unfortunately we have so many holidays in India. To match that, every other day is a holiday. And so it is we have to work. So this is what, so the faculty can go to industry, work, get a work experience, do consultation or spend time on research. So this is another model. What uniqueness of this program? It is job oriented. It is entrepreneurship oriented. We will create jobs. Last 2 terms I mentioned, 14 and 15, they will work on real projects leading to startup companies. Group of students working on research already done in ICT doing PhD and master's program. And how the evaluation will be done. Supposing there is a group of 5 students, the 4 others will evaluate the 5th one in the group, and mind you, they will never give the same marks to each other. Students are very stingy. They don't give marks. They will expect more marks from the professor, but they don't give more marks to others. So you will find, so we have to rationalize that. And there will be a committee. So this is the uniqueness in this program. The courses of management, finance, environment and law will be there during those 2 terms. And research and innovation. So why I am saying this? Because affordable healthcare, food, these are the terms in all newspapers. Carbon footprint, infrastructure, sustainable development, GDP. So relevance of ICT's courses with these societal needs. Every synthetic object you touch or communicate with is the produce of chemical and allied industry. From morning to evening, starting with your body from the top to bottom is a creation of chemicals or molecules. You cannot find any object, whether it is your mobile phone, computer, car, clothes, spectacles, medicines, or anything you think or dream of, will be without the use of chemicals of many different kinds, polymers, materials, batteries. You cannot think anything. There is a price Anybody who can show 3 objects, synthetic objects, which are produced without using chemicals, will get 100 million pounds sterling. Okay? So you will, since 2008, this prize is open. And this is what the big picture of the industry, how we start. So this is CTS, ITS, 40S, faster, higher, stronger, the Olympic motto. We start from this side, from benzene, xylene, toluene, etc. And we go on making chemicals. The primary industry, secondary, intermediates, and then the finished products. The Janta sees only the finished products. And therefore, they don't give credit to the previous industries. Chemical industry is a consumer in itself. So this is the problem with our society. So when anybody says that ban chemical industry, they can ban pollution, but they cannot ban chemical industry and live without use of this material. So very important for us. So how did ICT perform as a role model? So this is our unparalleled record of 85 years, and we have produced, 3 Padma Vibhushan, 8 Padma Bhushan, 8 Padma Shri, 2 fellows of Royal Society of Engineers, London, 500 plus entrepreneurs' contribution to national wealth in billions of dollars. Somebody was telling me it is 8% of the GDP. The number can be debated, but in fact it is very high. And this excellence we have achieved because of 4 pillars, and these are faculty, students, support staff, and alumni. And then we create world-class facilities. ICT is a great institute. So I must tell you that we have a glorious history, and this I will not go into to read this, but what is this? That is, we have been functioning as a deemed university from 2009. Dr. Mashalkar is the chancellor, and I am the first vice chancellor. First convocation on March 12, 2010. Maharashtra State Assembly grants special status on April 20, 2000. Actually, this is 12. Declared as #1 institute under TechWIP. Phase 2, again lead institute. We created a center of excellence, which is continuing even now. And we are mentor of BIT Mishra, Ranchi, and College of Engineering, Kanzar in Orissa, according to the TechWIP 3. So it's a very interesting thing. When we are declared as category 1 university, so we have got the freedom away from AICT and UGC to design our courses. And that is why I could design these new courses. Our special status, we got NAC A++, which is the highest grade. And these courses are all India accredited. In 2018 ranking, engineering we were 10, pharmacy 4, university 19, overall 30. Remember, in engineering 10, all other engineering is there, and these are all IITs. They are very big in comparison with ICT. So ICT's record is very high. In the BRICS ranking, we were 118, and research we got 100 out of 100, along with IIT Delhi and Institute of Science, Bangalore. So ICT is indeed, the Web of Science says normalized sanitation impact. I will show you this figure. So we will find that. So we have been thinking of all our courses with reference to global standards. Our students are going to serve the global industry tomorrow. So why not prepare them for that? Okay, that is our philosophy. So this I told you, 10th in engineering, 4th pharmacy. Okay, still the data are not normalized. So income from patents, technology transfer was not considered, which is a major flaw in this. They told us that they have not taken into account all these things. So the research impact, you can see that in terms of these leading institutions, when category is normal citation, ICT is #1, it's 0.98. And in terms of the Scopus database in April 2018, ICT is highly rated and is the top among all leading institutions, and this is shown here. When you take cumulative, these institutions are much ahead of us, that is IIT Bombay and IIT Delhi, and this is ICT. But when the weighted average is taken, you will see that ICT is #1. Then comes IIT Bombay, then comes IIT. These are Scopus data, foreign-based data. These are not our data. So this is very interesting. So these are our various centers of excellence. And these centers of excellence, we are going to share some of these centers on this campus. So my appeal to industry, contribute to this center, contribute to research, and get benefited. Okay, and I will ensure that we help you. So these 2 campuses, and so this is, what we are doing, this we already said. So this is the program which was held here. when Honorable Chief Minister inaugurated our site. So this is the Bhumi Pujan, okay? And this is somebody wrote this article, Shiktana Nokricha Paya, Pahila Prayog, ICT Madhe. So with Bijo Sheetal campus, we signed this MOU. So, and this is our plan of this Shirsewadi campus. You will see that this the boundary will be all. We are going to build the wall first. Then within 10 feet of this wall, all Gulmohars. So our campus will be Gulmohar campus. Then there will be a nice road, and inside the road we'll have fruit-bearing trees, and also students can also eat fruits sometimes. and there is a lake there, so we will make some facility to use that lake. We will not do some try to fill it. And all these things, and we will start from outside and go inside. Normally what happens when you have a big campus, there is encroachment, and the encroachment starts from outside because you never go there. So if we keep these buildings from there to here, so we'll have one central building, and this is planned, and now we want to invite the tenders. So then in IIT Kharagpur is participating with us, and this is our IIT Kharagpur campus, okay? This is the Rashtrapati inaugurated it, and this is what we did on 18th of March. And so these PhD programs will be basic sciences and engineering, and there is a joint supervision with IIT faculty there. They are providing us facilities, they are using our facilities, joint credit transfer. In fact, the law department is also going to help us. And so this is the MOU which we signed. This is Director of IIT Kharagpur, Professor Partha Chakravarti, and these are some of the excellence. So this is this is what this Mr. Sarang is our local guardian there in Bhubaneswar. He is a former MD of one of the subsidiaries of Indian Oil. And so thank you very much, and let us start this new beginning. And I once again welcome all of you. And it is said, I said in the beginning, Ano Bhadra Kratu Yantu Vishwata. Let good thoughts come to your mind. Let us be enriched with knowledge. Let us serve our country with all the might which we have. Let us be good citizens, responsible citizens. And as I told you, you have got a lot of responsibility to, protect the name and fame of this institute and the distinguished alumni which has produced so far. Ladies and gentlemen, how humbled I am by this experience. So many of you have come on the first day, and I am very happy that you are here and you are blessing us. I always will take your blessings and go forward. Thank you very much. Dhanyavad. So, Jai ICT, Jai Maharashtra, Jai Jalna, and Jai Bharat. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir.